What's shaking, folks? Back with another reaction, back with another lucky dip, and we're back with another one from Philip's collection. And we're going to listen to a group called the Wombats, which, you know, wombats are a funny thing around here. A bit of an inside joke, but occasionally I mishear lyrics, and I'll leave it at that. But because there had been that sort of malapropism moment, when I went looking into the Lucky Dip folder and I saw a group named the Wombats, I was like, okay, well, I gotta react to this. So the track is called Cheetah Tongue. Now, not having heard of the Wombats, I have no idea what to expect for the genre. I would say, though, it's a band name that would work particularly well with a ska outfit. I feel like a 6 or 7 person ska outfit with some brass players and so on, it would just be a perfect name for a group like that. So, you know, given that there are so many genres that it could come from, I feel like that's a very minority chance, but I'm silently or secretly rooting for it to be a ska group. Nevertheless, I don't expect that to be the case. In terms of the title of the track, it makes me think of a fast talker. Now, fast talker, it can be, you know, more literal, like the Micro Machine guy, or like the end of any radio commercial where they try to stick all the legalese into like 4 seconds of space, and, you know, someone speaks in a way that doesn't seem humanly possible. But fast talking can also be indicated, or it can also be used to describe someone who is, you know, good at saying things that sound plausible, good at like thinking on their feet and responding in a way that sounds legitimate, or otherwise wrapping something up in a shroud of reason or logic, or sounding legit, so, to the point where they might be able to swindle, deceive, or otherwise escape consequences. Someone who's able to talk their way into or out of situations where the information, the actual details of the situation would normally preclude that from happening. So, yeah, I don't know, Cheetah Tongue, that's where my brain goes with it, that you're saying someone is a fast talker. Now, what that may mean is up not only for interpretation, but ultimately, you know, not getting a sense for who these guys are. I don't really have any sense of, you know, how cheeky their lyrics might be, how dramatic their lyrics might be, and so on. But yeah, if I had to guess, I would lean more towards someone who, again, can say things in a way that sounds persuasive, but might not actually be telling the truth, or at least they might be spinning things in a way to benefit themselves. So let's find out. This is Cheetah Tongue by the Wombats, a track included in a Lucky Dip folder provided by awesome friend of the channel, Philip. Doesn't sound like ska.
I cut off my head on my cheetah tongue. I can't think straight and my mouth is numb. Don't shut your eyes till we fade to black, 'cause maybe this time the good stuff can last. Sponsored by Beans.
Sponsored by Beans? Is that what that was? That was a bit cheeky. Yeah, that's a really cool tune. In fact, like, at the beginning, or the first half, I was like, man, I really love the verses. I love the sort of stripped down, rapid fire guitar, and it had like an emotional quality to it. And then as it kept going on, the recurrence of the choruses, especially the last one where it had that, bit of a pause and a flourish before dropping back into it. It's like, man, maybe I like the choruses better than the verses. So like, I like both parts of the tune, both major sides of the tune, but over the course of it, it sort of evolved which side I was enjoying better. So yeah, not quite sure what's happening lyrically. I will say his voice is fantastic. I do enjoy the way he can just float up to the like falsetto, but also the way like he hit the rhythm of the verses where the lines were just kind of tumbling on top of each other. But yeah, ultimately sonically very cool. I would guess, since this has become a sort of standard thing with the Lucky Dip reactions, I'm gonna say sometime in the last decade. We'll see how that proves to be, but I feel like at the very least that's post 2000, and if I had to wager, I'd say last decade. But yeah, curious about the Wombats. They said like the voice, he sounded like British or from the UK. Not sure. Again, like it's complicated, right? Because people have pointed out Shirley Manson of Garbage. She's from Scotland and actually remained there for most of the time that Garbage has made tunes and so on. But like she goes on tour and it's like an American band in terms of all the other members. So like, again, thinking or saying that the lead singer seemed to have a British accent does not necessarily mean they're a UK group. So either way, yeah, cool one. And again, by the end of the tune, I was wishing it actually had like a minute or so more. And I want to know if it was indeed sponsored by Beans. So let me know if that's the case. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Peace.